the box around the Confederate monument, a bunch of folks have told us that was your idea. Is that true? And how'd you come up with that?
Well, Robert, I think we collectively decided in the abundance of caution, due to all of the recent protests, to avoid a potential catastrophic event, we decided to create something temporarily, a land that represents government around that monument. We've been in a 19-and-a-half-year controversy about removing that monument from the courthouse grounds. So we needed to do something immediately while there is still no judgment from the judge about when we can actually move this monument.
You made an interesting, you said something very interesting. I don't remember the exact word because it was, 15 seconds ago. But you said like calamitous event or something. What are you concerned that might happen to the monument?
It's not as much to the monument as it is to the citizens of Caddo Parish. We've witnessed a number of events that has happened due to protests, going at each other right there in front of the monument, and the monument is the cause of this protest.
So you think in your mind the Confederate monument is so incendiary that it might cause some sort of face-off that could lead to violence? Is that what you're telling us?
Absolutely. And we're at the cusp of that. It has been a lot of discussion back and forth about, the weapons that are being shown on both sides. And you look at a divided world, and we're right closest to the Red River. We should be joined together. But standing on each side of the street does not represent Caddo Parish. That's not who we are. That's not what we're about. And I think the best thing to do so that we wouldn't have blood on our hands, so to speak, is to do something immediately by covering it up.
It looks like there's a little bit of a delay in getting the box built. Can you explain what's happened over the last 24 hours?
Yes, we were notified that due to some construction, that they are going to need a little bit more time to construct the box. So it has been temporarily suspended at this time. I have not had an opportunity to speak with Dr. Wilson this morning to find out what are our plans to have something in place by tomorrow, because I hear that there's another protest on tomorrow.
What's the cost of building this box? What are y'all estimating?
You know what, Aaron, I don't know the actual cost on it at this time. And the reason why is because with this temporary delay, there could be some more costs that come along with it. But if I had to guesstimate, and I'm not into construction, probably anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000.
Is it going to be wood? Is it going to be,
yes.
Let me speak bluntly, fireproof wood? Because you said yourself, this is an incendiary situation. How detailed is your plan?
Perhaps that this is only temporary. We still have every intention of standing on what we voted on to remove that monument from the courthouse ground. So this is until we can do that.
Is this in any way part of the ongoing, dare I use the term, chess game between the Caddo Commission and the Daughters of the Confederacy? Is this in any way part of that sort of psychological warfare where if they came to you and said, listen, we finally got a spot, you're going to put a box around it, we'll move it, would you hold off on the box? Have you spoken to them? Have they offered any kind of compromise?
Not as I am aware of. There has not been any conversation about, yes, now we'll move it. And it's not. It's definitely not a game, but I think that it's playing a game when we play with our citizens' lives. And that is what is important to me, because it's more than the monument. When we have people who are willing to risk their lives because of it, it is our responsibility. We're obligated to take a stand and make sure that we protect the citizens of Caddo Parish.
In about a minute or so, can you describe to us what the holdup is in moving it? You guys have set aside or have appropriated $500,000 for the move. You're willing
Yes.
you're willing to do it. You're willing to cooperate, but we're still stuck. What is the big hurdle we still have to get over?
So all options have been exhausted. However, without a judgment, we are still waiting to decide whose property it is. The courts are saying that they're withholding information basically to say that we don't know who it belongs to. They have not given us the authority to say that it is our property.
But it's on your property.
Absolutely. And if I park my car at your home too long, Erin,
I'm having it towed, Stormy.
That's where we are. I mean, at what point will we get there? Will we go back and forth for another 3 years? And it's amazing that the same judge can go in and make a formal statement or judgment on a mass ordinance in 2 days. But here we are waiting 3 years.
Yeah.
When
you talk to the other commission members, or just your opinion alone, are you surprised, or what do you think about the fact that the Daughters of the Confederacy seem so, to put it bluntly, stubborn in their refusal to even look for an alternate site?
I'm not sure. I would not dare comment on what their thoughts are. But what I would like for them to think about, if your ancestors and the thing that you are fighting for means so much to you, I think that they would want you to do the right thing to reduce tensions among protesters. And if it's something that you want to protect from being accidental or intentionally damaged, then you should do the right thing and come get your property.